as the Koopa Kids. They are the 7 children and minions of Bowser, first seen in Super Mario Bros. 3. But what's the story behind the Koopalings? Where did it all start? What is their lore and history in the Mario franchise? The Koopalings are a clan of 7 siblings that act as leaders of the Koopa troop under Bowser. The Koopalings mostly appear as bosses in various NES-era Mario games, and later were redesigned for 2009's new Super Mario Bros. Wii, which has since been followed up by numerous appearances as both bosses in the Super Mario platformers and playable characters in various spin-offs. The Koopalings were modeled after the design team of Super Mario Bros. 3, and they were all named after famous musicians by the game's North American localizers. This is because they were not given distinct names in the original Japanese version. In the Japanese version of Super Mario World, only their first names were adopted, dropping the Koopa surname, as was done in subsequent games. Larry Koopa is the youngest Koopaling who is often seen at the forefront of the Koopalings, and he wields the orange magic wand. His main color representation is sky blue, although his shell was originally colored green. His hair was white in the earlier sprites, and he lacked the small star on the side of his face. He was named after Larry Mullen Jr. He seems to have an interest in sports, such as how he plays tennis with a fireball in Mario and Luigi's Superstar Saga, although he hasn't appeared in any sports games. Morton Koopa Jr. is the only Koopaling to have a brown skin tone and often is depicted as the largest Koopaling, wielding the ruby magic wand. His main color representation is black, although his shell was colored green. His skin was yellow in Super Mario World and he lacked a distinctive star on his face. He is named after Morton Downey Jr. Wendy O'Koopa is the only female Koopaling and she wields the purple magic wand. Her main color representation is pink, although her shell was a shade of deep red in Super Mario World. She's named after Wendy O. Williams. Iggy Koopa is a hyperactive and unpredictable Koopaling who wields the yellow magic wand. His main choice of color is yellow-green, although his shell was colored blue in earlier sprites, and his hair was white in Super Mario World before New Super Mario Bros. Wii. He is named after Iggy Pop. Roy Koopa's head and sunglasses are pink as well as his shell originally, likely in reference to real men wear pink, and he wields the black magic wand. His main color representation is purple, although his shell and head were colored lavender purple in Super Mario World. He is named after Roy Orbison. Lemmy Koopa is depicted as a small, fun-loving child who wields the green magic wand, and he has been shown capable of being serious when situations call for it. In Super Mario World, his shell was colored yellow and his hair was white, although his shell was originally green and he lacked the ponytail. He is named after Lemmy Kilmister. Lemmy is usually depicted as perhaps the least bright Koopaling, but is also the most genuinely innocent of his siblings. Ludwig van Koopa is the eldest, who possesses a magnificent intelligence, most likely superior to that of the other Koopalings, and wields the blue magic wand. His main color representation is deep blue, although he was originally depicted with a green shell in artwork, as well as white hair in earlier sprites. He is named after composer Ludwig van Beethoven. According to Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, Ludwig is the self-appointed leader of the Koopalings, to which the others claim they never agreed to it, and further state that they act as a collective trust. If there's something confusing about the Koopalings, it's their birth order. According to the player's guide for Super Mario Bros. 3, Larry is stated to be the youngest of the group, while Ludwig is said to be the oldest. As Larry is the first Koopaling of the game, while Ludwig is the last, it's strongly implied that all 7 Koopalings are fought in order from youngest to oldest. So that's Larry, Morton, Wendy, Iggy, Roy, Lemmy and Ludwig. However, the birth order for the 5 middle children has never been confirmed. The release of New Super Mario Bros. Wii made even more confusions about their birth order. Morton is supposedly the second oldest Koopaling. However, he is very large in size and he has a low-pitched voice, making him appear like one of the oldest Koopalings. As of now, however, the true birth order of the Koopalings, with the exception of Larry and Ludwig, who are the youngest and the oldest, respectively, remains to be seen. The first appearance of the 7 Koopalings was in Super Mario Bros. 3, where they were the main antagonist of the game together with Bowser and Boom Boom. Here, the Koopalings were ordered by Bowser to use their airships and armies to conquer various lands of the Mushroom World. Each Koopaling, after attacking a kingdom, stole the ruler's magic wand and transformed the ruler into an animal of some kind. Mario and Luigi battle a Koopaling every time they travel through a heavily guarded airship. The battle against the Koopalings consists mostly of dodging the Koopalings' leaps and magical blasts from their wands. It takes 3 stomps on the head or 9 fireballs in order to defeat a Koopaling. Once defeated, the Koopaling retreats into their shell, flies away and drops their magic wand. After Mario or Luigi picks up the magic wand, the airship vanishes and the world's king is restored. In Super Mario World, the Koopalings aid Bowser in his attack on Dinosaur Land. Each Koopaling was charged with guarding a fortress on each of Dinosaur Land's areas. After a Koopaling was defeated, a captured Yoshi's egg would be rescued and a path to a new area would be opened. After this, the Koopalings disappear from the Mario games for a long time. But the Koopalings made a surprise return in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, serving as bosses in 7 of the game's worlds. They also make an appearance in the game's opening sequence. The 7 Koopalings all sport what seems to be replicas of the magic wands from their first appearance, while Bowser Jr. has a miniature Koopa clown car of his own. After this, the Koopalings started to appear again in Mario games, from New Super Mario Bros. 2 to New Super Mario Bros. U. And so the story of the Koopalings goes on. Maybe more will be unveiled in the future. Thanks for watching everybody, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well as subscribe to stay up to date.